Good morning to everyone. I welcome our today's speaker, Mr. Venkateshan Prabhu, faculty participants from various colleges for this 1 week FTP on data science. It gives me an immense pleasure to introduce our today's speaker, Mr. Venkateshan Prabhu from KaaShivInfoTech, the Microsoft most valuable professional for the years 2018, 2008 to 2018. Mr. Venkateshan Prabhu has 10 years of IT field experience, worked with US, UK, Japan, and Australian clients. Mr. Venkateshan Prabhu has bagged 13 international level, 6 company level, 7 national level, and 3 state level awards during his professional career. That includes the prominent Microsoft awards. His technical contribution and social service includes 1,000 articles, which is read by 500 developers per day from 250 countries worldwide. His commitment towards service endorsed him to develop innovative products and technological research community sites to spread the notion of modern technologies among youth generations. Venkat's historical achievement includes world record holder on mobile app development, robotics and security development, Asia Book of Record holder on software application development, India Book of Record holder on software application development, Tamil Nadu Book of Record holder for most number of software programs developed in a single day. He has received many international technical certificates and published many research papers in conferences. Now I request Mr. Venkateshan Prabhu to take over the session. Thank you, sir.
Hi, this is Venkat here.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this is Venkat here. Welcome to today's session. I'm going to talk about the basic intro of Python, machine learning, and data science. And apart from that, I'm planning to have my the step-by-step installation of Anaconda and Python installation. So these are stuffs we are going to see today. Shall I start my session?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Are you able to see my screen and are you able to see my webcam too?
No, you didn't share your cam, sir. You just seen preview, but you didn't share. You haven't share button there.
Yes. Yeah, for time being, I'll share my camera. Anyway, welcome to my today's session. Now I'm going to talk about the basics of the technology, but today I'm mostly focusing on Python programming. So where is the usage of Python programming and other stuff? Yeah, let's start my session. Initially, we got the data. So actually, the initial days we got the data, considering Kurusan College is there, they got lots of data. Someone is asking hey, how much I'm asking the owner of the Kurusan College, how much they are generating the revenue. In the case Kurusan College, they got a lot of different businesses, so they are trying to associate all the businesses, and they called it as a data warehousing. So we got data warehousing comes to the picture. So I'm asking the same Kurusan owner, hey sir, how much you can earn in the future. In that case, they are looking for some future prediction. So data warehousing and future prediction, we got the data mining concepts. We thought of adding some more intelligence into the data mining to create your automation system where robotics comes to the picture. So I got the past experience. So we need to get the past experience. So knowledge and past experience with automation. So now comes your machine learning. So I want the historical data, sir. So history plus machine learning, we got the greatest word called data science, and where you got automated and programming added. Your data science with automated programming, you got your artificial intelligence. This is how the history of technology started. Okay, this is how your data science, and so from there, so whatever technology you are learning, from data warehousing to data mining or automations or machine learning, data science these are the major technologies which is damn good in the markets. In the current trend, this is dominating the industry. It is awesome now. So if you build your profile, in this area, you can be an expert. Okay. Yeah, are you with me? Shall I proceed?
Yes, sir, you can.
Yeah. The reason is like, yeah, like I couldn't see my screen like a shared here. Okay, so in Google Meet and all, I can see my screen like a shared so that I can see whether I'm on track or not. Anyway, like yeah, let's move on to the next one. So like I will give a 1 minute intro of what is data science, and afterwards today I'm going to completely talk about the basics of Python programming, why we need this Python programming. See, initial world, like we got the raw data. So we got raw data. So consolidating the raw data from different sources. So we need to do it. So the data can be from the database, or it can be from the files, or it can be from somewhere, FTP, a Unix server somewhere. So we need to consolidate the data from different data sources. That is how your data warehousing comes to the picture. So data warehousing is nothing but consolidating the data from multiple sources into a common destination. Okay, so over here we've got data warehouse. Myself, my name is Venkat. So I'm a typical data mining and data warehousing specialist. So actually I work for Commonwealth Bank Australia, and I work for Macquarie Bank also. So we worked in this area. I'm a real-time typical hiring specialist and a recognized Microsoft awarded database specialist in these areas. I'm awarded as a Microsoft most valuable professional in these areas. Okay, anyway, data warehousing. So once I got my data warehouse, I got all the data now, sir. I want to do some processing because I don't know, like considering I got like how much attendees are there in the college. Attendees are there in the college. In the case, we need, like, I don't want the absentees, sir. I want to make the average of this data. In that case, we need to pre-process it, remove all the null value, everything pre-processed, and I transformed to my requirements. The data is transformed to my requirement. From there, I create a pattern or knowledge. From there, I can predict the systems. This is how your entire data mining and data science will flow. Okay, so like maybe in my future session I'll teach you like how these models are created. Okay, so this is how the system is like. I got the data, I got the model, I will fit this data and the model, fit it and transform it. If you fit it and transform it, you are able to get your prediction. That prediction is called as knowledge prediction. It can be, yeah, and if it is an intelligent system, it is called, if it is an intelligent system, it is called machine learning. If it is a data world, that is called data science. So this is how the system is. You got the data, I mined the data, I created the knowledge. From there we are able to predict the systems. So this is how your data science and machine learning works. So I'm not sure whether you people are you with me. Shall I proceed?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, yeah. Yeah, let's move on to the session. Like now I gave a small intro about the technology. So now I'm not going to talk about the data science. So because the previous world of data processing and what is the softwares we are using, Python is one of the powerful software. So I'm going to talk about an intro of the Python. So that is step one, and installation and how we are going to use this Python programming, step two. From there I'm going to talk about machine learning, step three. Okay, so I'm going to talk about this knowledge. That is the one we are going to talk about now. Okay, maybe in my future session I will continue with my R programming and data science also, like if I find time. Okay, anyway, let's move on here. Yes, that's good, man. So welcome to my 3D animation based training on Python, machine learning and data science. Yes, so welcome to my Python world. So we got a lot of topics to see today. It's a huge topics. So I took almost 194 hours to prepare this content. It got almost 312 technical terms with the 225 major terminologies. Okay, so I'm going to cover a lot of things for you people. Yeah, it's going to be a lengthy session. I don't think I can finish it in one of us. Anyway, I'll make a try to finish it up. So, but the learning duration for you people is almost 5 hours. You need to will take for you people to learn the entire stuffs. Yeah, like myself, my name is Venkat. I'm the CEO and managing director of KaaShivInfoTech company. So like 10 years of Microsoft award winner and a 16 international award winner. And here is my details. Yes. So previously I worked as a project manager in Excel Technologies, and I'm a typical subject matter expert, SQL knowledge champion. And I worked in Australia. Yeah, I got almost 18 to 19 years of experience. So I'm a specialist in almost 183 technology. So data science is a child for me. Yeah, I love it. Anyway, yeah, like regarding the materials for this program. See, actually, like I used to share the materials for the program. Like what you have to do is like this is my WhatsApp number, 9840678906. Yeah, take your mobile. Please take your mobile and just send your WhatsApp message to me, like with your name, your college name, your department, and a type of content. Send material to this number. Okay, send a WhatsApp message probably in a couple of days after this training. After this training, couple of days, you will be getting the materials also from us. Okay, so please take your mobile and send a WhatsApp message as soon as possible. I'm waiting for you. Please do it fast. I'm waiting for you. So I'm waiting for you. Please do it fast. Send a WhatsApp message as soon as possible. So you need to type your name, your college name. You need to type your name, your college name, your department, and if you're like a working professional, just type your company, and maybe professor, like something like that. You can type it, no problem. So like send materials to this number, like send a WhatsApp message to this particular number as soon as possible. I'm waiting for you. Please make it fast.
Hello, sir. I'm Rajesh. This is from other country.
Sorry, I didn't get you. Rajesh, you asked something to me.
Yes, yes, just a minute, sir. While I'm saving your number, the WhatsApp is not showing here. Is it Indian number or some other country number?
Yeah, it's Indian number. Indian number. Yeah.
But WhatsApp is not in this number 98406 78906.
It will
Okay, I'll
work for
check
sure.
once again.
Please.
Sir, will ask the participants to send during break, sir, by 11 to 11:30.
Yeah, yeah, you can go ahead. Like, let me start the stuff. Anyway, if you got any queries or something like that, you can ask me via this particular portal also. Okay, this is my website link, kaashivinfo.com/internship- in Chennai. This is the page where you will have this kind of icon. Just click it. You can ask any kind of doubts. We are ready to help you. And if you got any queries after this program also, you can contact me via this mail ID, kaashiv.questions@gmail.com. This is my email ID, kaashiv.questions@gmail.com. Yes. So welcome to our live program. Yeah, we'll talk about the basics of programming first, because See, like concepts, we can get anywhere. We can get anywhere the concepts, but the problem is with the programming, how we are going to implement it. Okay, so now I'll talk about a small history of technology. The history of technology started with the basics of the user. The user started asking, like he started using the computers and he started accessing the data. While he started accessing the data, what happened is he started accessing the computer. This is the initial world, but the computer is really like it's strange for the person. Like for me, the computer is really strange. The reason is like the computer is in a different language and I couldn't talk to him, so we need a hardware understandable language. That's where it comes your the next level of world, that is called your assembly language. So you got, so now the user can talk to the hardware, to the processor or to the computer via the assembly language. That is how the the next world comes. You got the assembly language or a compiler language. So the hardware understandable language. So we got the initial processor 8080 808 8086 or 80. Shall I proceed? Yeah, so we started understanding the assembly kind of languages. So now the problem is so writing or understanding the hardware and writing the assembly language is the toughest part for me, sir. That is where we started thinking we need much more integrations and much more intelligent softwares. That's where your C++ and other languages comes. Okay, that is how the history of technology started. We got an intermediate operating system. Okay, so because my hardware is very tough, I want to print it, I want to print a paper, so I can't talk to the hardware directly. That's where your operating system comes. It makes my life very easy. So the user interact with the operating system. It can be Linux or it can be Windows or any other operating system, via that you are able to access your computer. So your operating system makes your life very simple. Okay, so now the world started thinking in a different perspective. Over here, to talk to the operating system, the operating system needs to talk to the hardware. Okay, so to operating system talk to the hardware via the kernel, and the user talk to the operating system via the shell. We got the shell programming and the kernel programming. So between the computer and the user, you got the operating system. I can talk to the operating system via the shell programming. You may ask me, what is this shell programming, sir? The basics of C and C++ program. And the operating system talks to the hardware via the kernel programming. Okay, it's maybe an assembly language. Okay, this is how the technology moves on. Over here, if we talk about shell programming, much more simplification we started thinking. The reason is operating system is in a different language and myself Venkat is in a different language, because I know English but my operating system doesn't know anything, sir. In that case, I need an intermediate person between the operating system and Venkat. So Venkat and operating system can talk via a simpler and intermediate guy, that is called a compiler, or it can be an interpreter. The previous technologies are got the option of interpreter, and now the recent technologies on compiler. You may ask me, sir, how about Python and other programming? It's a combination of compiler and interpreter. Okay, I'll talk about those things in the later thing. Okay, so compiler and interpreter. Over here, I got my compiler. Compiler is nothing but it will compile the entire program at a shot and give the outputs. Whereas the interpreter, it will do it line by line. That is how the difference of compiler and interpreter. Yes, now the world become very tough, and because the reason is writing the compiled understandable language is becoming very tough. That's where you got your easiest languages like C and C++ programming. So this is how the technology started, and your programming languages comes into the picture. Now you got your programming languages where you got your English typed languages, which is converted into operating system understandable language via the compiler. And your kernel programming will convert into zeros and ones, which your hardware will understand. So this is how the technology started moving on. And for writing your languages, you need editors. For examples, for C and C++, you got Turbo C programming. For Java, you got NetBeans, or it can be .NET for Visual Studio or something like that. An integrated development environment. An integrated development environment comes where the user can write a customized code, and it is compiled via the editor itself, and it is converted into an operating system understandable language, and which is taken to your hardware. So this is how your technology moves on. Yes, maybe the animation should be fast because I'm really fast in talking, I guess. Yes, so this is where we are standing over here. Like yes, here is the entire thing I'm trying to show you. Over here, I got the code which I have written in an English language, and this is converted and it is processed by your operating system, and it is converted into an operating system understandable language, where it is once again converted into zeros and ones, which your hardware will understand. Okay, this is how the technology moves on. Yes. Let's move on to the technology Python programming. Okay, so why this Python programming is used in this machine learning and data science world? So what is the reason for Python programming? If we talk about Python programming, this is how your C language, you got almost 4 to 5 lines of code. If it is written in the C++, 5 lines of code, Java, almost 3 lines of code, but in Python, it's 1 line of code. Within 1 line, you are able to make the things happen. Yeah, very crispy code you are able to write in Python programming. That's why Python programming is one of the major programming used in the market, and it is simplest language too. So this is how the evolution of technology moves on. So you got your hexadecimal languages. From there you got your assembly language. From there, you got your C programming, and from there, you got your formula translation. Fortran comes into the picture, and I created my object-oriented programming. Your C++ comes from there. A purely object-oriented programming. Java comes in the picture, and you got your Python, which is a compiler, interpreter, and a short-term advanced and programming language comes to the picture. This is how the evolution of technology comes. Yes, like if you talk about, sir, I want to know about the history of Python. So if you talk about history of Python, yes, this is how the history of Python starts in 1991. So Guido van Rossum. So he is the person who found Python programming languages. From there, like it moves on, like a 1990, it keeps the name comes from the British comedy group Python. In 1992, yeah, it is announced as the open source GPU license. A general public using user license is created for Python programming. So this is how the history starts for Python programming. And if you talk about the languages, over here you can see this is the history of languages from Fortran. You got basic, Algol. From Algol, you got C, C++, C# comes to the picture. From here, C++, Java, your Python comes to the picture. And you got your Ruby languages here. And you got your R programming related to here only in the bottom. So these are all the older languages. From there are lots and lots of evolution. Lots and lots of evolution comes to reach the technology, the Python, Ruby programming, C#, and also R programming. Yes, let's talk about the history of Python once again. So this is how the release of Python happened. You got your Python 1.0. From there you got 1.5 version. You got 1.6. The versions moves on. So in each and every versions, you got lots and lots of advancement. For example, you may ask me, what is the advancement, sir? Initial Python programming is a normal arithmetic operations. From there, it includes image processing techniques, and apart from that, from there it started processing the data. So from there, you got your machine learning, intelligence, and prediction. From there, they got your data science and other stuffs. So this is how the evolution of Python started. Okay, so we got lots and lots of versions comes to the picture in Python. Yes, if we talk about the usage, sir, how much the usage is there, where I need to focus my career, sir. In that case, this is where your focus is. So this is where the focus is. You got a C++, Ruby. This is a percentage of usage of technology around the world, and you are able to see Python dominate the industry. This is the history, and this is a statistics which is created or which is absorbed in the year 2020. Okay, last year they this year and the previous year 2019 they made these statistics and they found so Python is the dominating language in the market, and the second dominating is Java, and we got a lot of other languages. You may ask me, sir, how about the R programming and other stuff? It got a very minimal thing when compared to these languages. Okay, yes. So what are we going? So why Python? So why we are preferring this kind of technology? Because you are able to create the applications. So I want to create a medical store applications. I want to create a college management systems. In that case, you got a backend and the front end development. So this can be achieved with Python programming. If you talk about cross-platform languages, so can I create a library and I can integrate the .NET or Java programming? Yes, it's possible. Apart from that, is it possible to I can work with my Python programming in Linux environment, or it can be in some other mainframe systems? Yes, it's possible. So you got a cross-platform compatibility, and it is open source. The NDA software is free of cost, and it is general public user license, and you got a very strong community database base. The reason is, like, you got any doubts or anything, yes, you can ask them. The people are ready to help you. And if you talk about the tools, you can't predict the number of tools available for Python. It is enormous. It is enormous. Enormous number of tools are available in Python programming with very few lines. Of course, you are able to write the code. Yes. Let's talk about why we are preferring these languages. The one thing is, like, as I told you, like for web development, I want to create a website, sir. In that case, we are preferring this language Python. And for scripting and automation, I want to do at 2 o'clock. So in I worked in the banking sectors. So we got an automation system. Automation system in the sense maybe at 2 o'clock and from the from HDFC Bank, the data should be given, how many guys they got the loan, and is there any the data from HDFC Bank, it should come to our Commonwealth Bank, or it should come to our Macquarie Bank. Okay, so I work for both the banks, Macquarie and also Commonwealth Bank in Australia. While working both there, we used to write scripts, and automated code which will take care of locating the source, and it will drag the data and it will push into the system. Okay, this kind of scripting can be done with the Python programming. You may ask me, web scraping. What is this web scraping, sir? Automated researching and analysis of this is an alternative we call it as a web mining. Okay, web mining. So alternatively, grabbing the informations from the internet and storing it in the local and processing it, so via the concept of data analysis, and we can do a lot of automations. Everything you can achieve it using Python programming. Okay, what are we going to see? The big companies who are all using this Python programming in the data science and machine learning worlds. Okay, we talk about the bigger companies, YouTube. Obviously, they are using Python programming. Google, Dropbox, Raspberry Pi. You got a BitTorrent, NASA, and NSA, Netflix. These are all the very minimal numbers I'm trying to tell you. Most of the companies are using this Python programming for data science and machine learning. You may ask me a question, sir. You are telling a lot of data science. What is it, sir? I don't want this presentation, sir. Tell me, what is data science, sir? Tell me. Why I couldn't understand. What is data science? See, very simple, very simple. See, data science is nothing but actually, I went to my YouTube. So yeah, what you can do is go to Amazon.com. Search for laptops. I'm not sure whether you are able to see my screen. Yes. Are you able to see my screen, wikidigi.com?
Yes, sir.
Are you able to see my web browser?
Yes, sir.
Yes. That's good. Okay, this is my company. WikiTechie, and you can see like online kids coding classes. Can you see it here? The advertisement. Are you able to see the advertisement here?
Yes, sir.
The right side, in the bottom also you can see online kids coding classes. So if you open in this particular website in your browser, you are able to see some other advertisement. How come, sir? The reason is like yesterday, like one of the student, like he my relative, he asked about this kids coding classes in Chennai. I started searching kids coding classes in Chennai and other stuffs. So Google recognized that, oh, this guy is asking this kind of things, man. Based on the user's perception, the advertisements are coming. The advertisement, just check it, like just go to wikidigi.com here. Just go to wikidigi.com, and can you see like if this particular advertisement won't come for you? Can you check it for me, please? Make it fast, make it fast. I'm waiting for you. This particular advertisement, it won't come for you. You will have a very different advertisement. Maybe if you are a student, maybe you may get it. For the professors, like I'm not sure, like you won't get this advertisement. Are you there, people? Guys, we got almost 135 people. Are you there? Yes. So you are giving a chat video. Oh, okay. I didn't see the chats and all. Sorry for that. Yeah. Now only just I'm seeing the chats and all.
Yes,
Okay.
sir. Is it open?
Anyway, yeah. Let's move on here. Okay, so like this is how your data science starts. Okay, so like analyzing, so that particular area is called a web scraping, or like taking the contents or the nature of the user's interest. Based on that, the people will start using technology. Okay, yeah, let's talk about the tools and frameworks in Python programming. If we talk about tools and Python programming, you got a GUI interface using tkinter programming. Tkinter is used for creating a graphical user interface. I want to create a website, so in this we'll be using a Django. Django is one of the like a framework used, and when compared to Django, now the people using Flask programming. For gaming development, you got Pygame. For biological related stuff, you got your BioPython, which is becoming real famous. And for numerical processing, our area comes in the picture. Your data science and machine learning comes in the picture. So for scientific computing, you got your NumPy. Pandas is one of the things. So I want to plot it, sir. These are all our area. These are all our area. You got a matplotlib for data visualization and plotting and charting. And finally, for natural language processing, you got a NTLK. NTLK comes to the picture. NTLK comes to the picture. Yes. So you may ask me a question, sir, like C plus, if you talk about .NET, .NET is a like a compiler. Java is a compiler and interpreter. Python is a compiler and interpreter. What is it, sir? I couldn't understand. What is this compiler and interpreter? The language which can work in multiple operating systems, that is called as interpreter. That is referred to as an interpreter. Okay, so your Python programming, once if it is compiled, automatically it will be converted into the bytecode. Once the bytecode is there, and it will be creating a virtual machine based on the operating system. Like considering, like I'll tell you in a simple language, my name is Venkat, I know like a Tamil. That is a guy, he knows Hindi, and he don't know Tamil and I don't know Hindi. In the case, there is a guy in the mid between the opposite guy, he knows both the Tamil and Hindi. In the case, shall I proceed?
Yes,
Guys,
sir.
are you with me? Yeah. See, actually, like if there is a guy between me and the Hindi guy, and he is the interpreter, he is taking my Tamil language and converting and is interpreting in a Hindi language to him. So that's how your Python programming will have an interpreter to convert your language which you have written into any kind of operating system. That's why Python got a flexibility of compiler and interpreter too, interpreting the language. Both the things are there. So let's talk about Python, which is integrating with the multiple languages. Python for .NET and Python for Java. So if you got your .NET world, you got Iron Python. Iron Python is the one through which you are able to interact with the .NET environment, whereas your Zython is a code, Zython is the software used to integrate the Java world. So you got your Iron Python here, over here you got a Zython. Okay, so Python, so how it works? So it can talk to the compiling languages like C, Java, C++, C Sharp, .NET and other stuff over here as a compile language. And apart from that, it can talk to the scripting language like a TCL, Perl programming and AWK. So it got a flexibility to talk to all the people. So that's how your Python works. Now, if you want to install your Python programming, so here is the tutorial. So wikidata.com/tutorials/python/install-python. Okay, so over here you can see the list of details like how a Python works. So you can take the details over there. Yes. Let's talk about the domain versus tools in Python. So Python programming. Yes. If we talk about web development, so I want to do some web development with the Python programming. You got your Django, Flask programming, Pylons, Web2Py. These are all dominating technology to develop your websites. Yes. If you talk about your scientific computing environments, so this is really awesome. So if you do want to do lots of scientific computing and data processing, data science, you got a scikit-learn, TensorFlow, Keras, and OpenCV. Awesome technology. I love this scikit-learn. It got lots of inbuilt features. Probably in future I'll try to give a session for you people. You will love it. You will love it. That's awesome. So these are all the integrated artificial intelligence libraries. Yes, for gaming development, you got your Pygame as a major one. You got your Zython, XPython, Tkinter, and Kiva. These are all for desktop and game development programming tools in Python programming. Yes, so for testing wise, Python dominated the industry with the powerful tool that is your automation tools called Selenium. Okay, it got the cross-platform and the cross-browser compatible. You got a better workflow and you got like a debugging time and everything is there. This Selenium tool is integrated with any kind of languages to test it, and automation is awesome. So there is a powerful technology called RPA, robotics process automation. That's awesome, man. That is created with a robot framework. And PyTest is one of the powerful technology. And this is the mini guy. When compared to Selenium, these guys are here chota guy. Okay. Yes. So like if you talk about the big data and the parallel processing and other stuff, you got a PyDoop, you got a PySpark and Dask programming. So PyDoop dominated the industry in big data, and this is used to create your map reduce programmings and a lot of big data stuffs with the Python programming. Yes, here comes our world, data science. The most powerful tools used in data science are Matplotlib for plotting, for doing a lot of numerical processing. You got here like a for customizing the data, like a data frames, creating the data frames can be done with the pandas, and you for numerical processing, you got your NumPy comes to the picture. Yes. Before going ahead with my further session, like you should know about our company, KaaShivInfoTech. Our company, KaaShiv, I hope you enjoy my session. Like we are conducting lots and lots of 3D animated technological training for the people. So we got ethical hacking, Python machine learnings, Java programming, Android, web designing, cloud computing, IoT with the robotics, and we got DevOps, mechanical people, you got your trainings. We got a lot of things over there. So we are giving these trainings with a 90% offer cost, and we are giving this in 2 different languages, one in English, the other one in Tamil. And the number of days is almost 10 days to 20 days we are giving this kind of trainings. And apart from that, like it's a 3D live classes we are giving, and everything is 3D animation and complete practical things I'm teaching. And if you're really interested, here is the link: KaaShivInfoTech.com/online internships. Okay, via this one we are conducting the trainings. You can attend our program, and we recently launched a 4 bundle package with the hacking, Python, machine learning, and data science with a very minimal cost. And I'll give the contact numbers and everything. If any one of you people are really interested, just contact us. We are ready to help you. Yes. And our company, we are doing a lot of website creations and other stuffs. And if you are looking for career guidance, sir, I want to switch my career, sir. I want to project my profile, sir. I want to build my career, sir. Whatever things you want, contact me. I'm ready to help you. So whatever things, because I got almost 18 to 19 years of experience. I've trained almost minimum of 3 to 4 lakh students. 4 lakh is very, very less, sir. Every year minimum of 30 to 35,000, maybe yeah, minimum of 30,000 students are studying in my company. So we are the #1 in India. In India, I'm the #1. So in internships, I'm a Google rated #1, and you can see my website. You will get a lot of details about us. Yes. Okay, so if you need any career guidance, you just contact me. So now let's go ahead with installing the Python. So instead of installing the Python, a code language, I'm trying to have a handy tool for that. So let's have this handy tool. Here is the path where my wikidigi.com tutorials Python install Python path is there. So you can I'm trying to install the Python. Yeah, this is the one. This is a path. Yes. Yes, you can follow this path. This is one option, or just go to Python .org download. You can see this Python environment where you can install Python programming. Okay, you just follow this one. Yeah, my Python programming is here, and over here so don't take the recent version of Python. So you can go out with the older version of Python, because the recent version may contain some bugs or something like that. So it can be an unstable version. So my personal advice, go out with the older or previous versions. Like considering 4.0 is a version, go out with the 3.5 or 3.8 or 3.7. So it is advisable. It is advisable, not to the older version of 2.5 or something like that. Okay, at least some 2 or 3 versions. And apart from that, instead of installing Python, this is another option like Anaconda. Anaconda is a kind of a box. It's a package where you got all the softwares integrated. So I'm trying to show you how to install Anaconda. You got a 64-bit and 32-bit. So you can prefer 64-bit graphical installer. So just click that one. Yeah, if you want to install only Python, you can go with this bottom things. And I want to install Windows Python 3.7. So our 3.7 with the Mac OS. So I'll prefer this Windows. Just download that software and you can install it. So once the Anaconda software is installed, I'll teach you how this Anaconda software works. Yes. Now the basic Python programming is installed. From python.org, I got the Python. So I got the Python 3.8 version. Okay, 3.8 version. So this is my Python environment. Okay, you got a command prompt window and a IDLE window, integrated development language environment window. This is the environment where you can give it. So I want to write the code for Python, sir. Yes. So file, new file or something like that, you can create here. Yes, this is the environment where you can type your Python programming and save it as .py. So write your Python code and you can save it as .py. For running the program, you can use this run module option to run this program. Okay, this is how your basic Python environment will be. Okay, yes, you can see it here. It will be saved as .py or .pyw. Okay, you can save this Python programming. So this is how you can work it out. So I'm trying to save my file. So venkat.py or venkat just load this Venkat, automatically the extension with the .py will come to the picture. Yes, like this is the older version of Python, but I want a handy tool, sir. So Anaconda is a powerful tool. It's a web-based interface tool I'm going to show you. Yes, so this is your Anaconda environment. Anaconda environment. So over here in Anaconda environment, this is your Anaconda navigator. Click this Anaconda navigator. Now your Anaconda environment is getting opened. Anaconda is a powerful, like a box, a package where you got lots and lots of softwares embedded. You got a command prompt, you got your RStudio, you got a Jupyter lab, a lot of things are there. You can see the left side environments where you can load all the libraries and additional libraries you want. So these things I'll teach you in the later programs. Okay, so what are the things it's installed? You are able to see it here. Yes, like I'll click this home button now. I'll show you like yeah, RStudio is installed in my computer, and yeah, and you can see learning tutorials. You can see all the tutorials. Everything is there. If you want to learn, just go there and you can learn. And you got your community where the people are trying to help you. Yeah, this is your tutorials to learn this particular technologies. And you got the community base where you can ask any kind of questions. Now I click this home, so command prompt is there for running your environment. You got a Jupyter lab, you got a Jupyter notebook where you are going to write it. You got a PowerShell prompt is there, okay, and for writing your scripting languages and other stuffs. Okay, so now I'm going to click this Jupyter notebook. So it's a, you can see your command prompt is here. Your command prompt environment is coming up. Okay, where you can type your command prompt stuffs and other things. Yeah, like and we got Iron Python, which is another version of Python language. Yes, I'm trying to load my Jupyter lab. Yes, I click this Jupyter lab. Yeah, it is getting loaded. So this is the previous programs which I have done. So which I've done with machine learning. Yes. So over here, like yeah, just scroll down. You got a Jupyter notebook. This is the one which I am trying to use it to write my Python programming. Okay, this is a simplified web-based interface to write your languages, a simplest kind of language. You got a tree structure kind of where I can write my code and everything. And it is really easiest one for me, like not for me, like for everyone. Okay, and you got a PowerShell prompt. This is like an inbuilt administrative prompt to interact with your operating system to write your kernel programming. Your PowerShell prompt comes in the picture. You got your IPython. So you got your IronPython security console. Okay, a command prompt for IronPython, yeah, Jupyter Qt console. So this is another environment to write your programmings. The Qt console. Yes, what else we got? You got a Spider. So scientific Python development environment. This is the most powerful environment to write a lot of scientific programming like a biomedical, biomolecular stuffs. So this is Spider environment. You got a GlueWiz. This is purely for data visualization. Advance of machine learning, advance of data science can be done, can be written with this GlueWiz technology, GlueWiz IDE. These are all called as integrated development environment. So in the right side, you will be writing the code and everything, or in the left side, you can write the code and you can see the output in the right side. So vice versa, you can use it. This is your IronPython environment. Sorry, Spider environment. Okay, you got a lot of options. These things like maybe like in my courses I used to cover it. Yes, you got your GlueWiz environment here. I didn't install that one, so by default it is not installed. If you want, you can install it. And you got your Orange Tree. Oh, this is one of the powerful. These two, GlueWiz and Orange Tree, is the powerful tools used in data visualization, data mining, data visualization, data science. These tools are used, and you know about R programming. Yeah, most powerful mathematical and statistical tool. So this is coming as RStudio for us. So if you want to install RStudio, yes, you can install it. So this is how your Anaconda environment will be. Yes. I'll show you a small piece of code of how this Anaconda is used. Okay, so like how I'm writing Python programming. Okay, people, are you with me? Am I too fast?
No, sir. No, sir. You can go.
Yeah, are you okay with the session?
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, before going ahead, how is the session?
Yeah, it is good, sir.
Thank you. So like there is one person, Sonal, she have asked a question, like, can we use Colab? Yes, you can use Colab. Okay, Colab is nothing but it is an online environment given by Google. Okay, and the problem with the Colab is see, actually, like, I need to install, so considering I need to write a program, so you can write the program. The Colab will have all the softwares installed. That is the biggest problem. So we don't know what is the software we need to install it, right? So like if we are trying to deploy in others computer, Colab doesn't work for us. It won't work out for us. Colab is the environment where we can learn something, but it is not an advisable mode. You should not use Colab. So I want to take the output immediately, sir. At a shot, immediately I want to take a session, I want to run the program, sir. In that case, your Colab environment is damn good. Okay, there is a person, Sonala, who asked this question. So Colab is the one for instant getting the output. You can use Colab, but for learning environment, Colab should not be used. That is not an advisable mode. Colab is not an advisable mode. Okay, let's move on. So too late. Yes. So let's start with the that's how to start strings in Python programming. Yes, let me open my Jupyter notebook to launch my Jupyter. So it depends, like it's up to you to decide like which tool you're going to use it to write your programming. Okay, and the flexibility of the tool is very, very important. The flexibility tool is very, very important. Okay, so Python, so I'm clicking this new Python 3. So I got the Python, like this is where I'm going to write the program. Okay, so yes, you can write the program here. Yes, a is equal to, this is a string, so that is a, so like I declared a is equal to, so this is Venkat's string or something like that I'm trying to give it. So thing is like in the previous languages you got like int or string a is equal to, no need to declare it, man. This is automatically, it will recognize it. That is the advantage of Python programming. So because the reason is like this particular concept, they took it from JavaScript. In JavaScript and PHP, you don't want to declare the variable, just assign the value, it will automatically like consider it. Okay, so such kind of concept they integrated in Python programming. So you can see it here, like you got a kind of an array with a multi, like it's kind of, it can't be an array, it can be yeah, multi-variable types, which is considered as an array, which is consolidated as an array. So L is equal to 1 comma double quote a string 1 plus 2, everything is there and it is processed. So once if you write the window, on the top you got the run option. So run option, so just click it, you are able to process it. Yes, you are able to process it. So I think append, so append. Okay, you can see it here, dot append. So this kind of operations we can do it. A string kind of operations, a basic, the basic operations which you can do it in C or C++ and Java, any kind of operations you can process it in Python programming. Okay, maybe maybe in my fourth session, maybe I'll be doing a lot of processing the data with the Python programming. Okay, so for sure you will have that session. So over here, like yeah, I'm trying to append it, append of 6. You are able to see I'm trying to print it. You can see the data is appended. There are some other options like a stack kind of operations, a popping and pushing kind of operations, and inbuilt functionality is also available. You can see I popped it. That is the operation of a stack, push pop. Right, so this pop operation is working here. The 6th value is taken out. Okay, so that is why print of like a L dot append I've done and pop off I've done. Now I'm trying to check out the indexes. You can see L of 1, L of 2, L of 3, you are able to get the index of, yeah, like in an array, I want to find a particular element using the indexes. Yes, it's possible. So I'm trying to show you Python is used in string manipulations. Python is used in like a inbuilt functionality like the push and pop operation. Python is used to do data processing. And apart from that, I'm trying to show you like mathematical things can be done with this Python programming. So that is how I'm trying to emphasize in this particular thing. Okay. Yes. You can see a basic mathematical operations. I'm trying to do it. A is equal to 2, B is equal to 3. I'm trying to add A and B, printing C, and D is the one I'm trying to process it. So what is this unexpected indent? Any idea? Any comments? Unexpected indent. I want to see anyone is commenting. Chat window is here. Yes, it's a tabbing error. Yes. Unexpected indent. Somehow typed it, but I couldn't see the chat window. Anyway, it's nothing but Python. So instead of in C programming, you got the brackets or braces, right? So instead of brackets and all, you got spaces in Python. Okay, you will be having spaces. So I'm writing a function, sir. I need under the function, I'm writing a code, sir. Under the function, I'm writing the code, sir. In that case, a space should be given or a tab it should be given. That is called indent. Okay, as usual, you got here for looping operations. So a is equal to 3, b is equal to 9, b modulus of a is equal to 0. Okay, modulus in the sense a remainder is equal to 0. Obviously, b is divisible to a usual if else and if else operation. So you got your instead of else if, you got your elif. You if, elif, and else. So that is how your Python programming if else loop is. Yes, I'm trying to execute it. You are able to see it here. The value is like b8 modulus of 3 is 2. So you are else statement. That is the one. So b8 modulus of 3 is 2. So 2 is not matching with if condition, elif condition. So else is the condition is getting executed. That is why your else loop is executed. Okay, so I'm trying to show that one to you. Okay. Yeah, I think it's done. Yes. So let's move on to the machine learning world. So once again, I'm telling you, machine learning with the statistics creates your data science world. Okay, it's time for me to talk about the machine learning world. Yes. What is machine learning, sir? Actually, you got the data. The data, like I got lots of rules to process the data. Considering I got A is equal to 2, B is equal to 3. 2 and 3 is there. I need to add it to get the output 5. Sir, I don't want 2 plus 3 as 5, sir. 2 plus 3 as 6 I want. Oh, 2, 3 is there. You want 6. Instead of addition operation, can I make it as multiplication? Oh, I'm processing, I'm modifying the rule. Based on the data and the output, I'm modifying the rule. That's your machine learning comes to the picture. Okay, you got the data and you got the rules, and from there you got the outputs, and you are making a learning methodology so that the processing is modified, the rules is getting modified. That's how your machine learning comes. Usually a traditional programming, how it works, you got the input data, so you can see the data is there. The input data is given to the programming, automatically you will be getting the outputs. Yes, you got the output, fantastic. The processing is done and you got the output. This is how your traditional programming works. Whereas if you talk about machine learning programming, you can see the data, learn from the data, you got a lot of experience. And the experience, based on that, I'm trying to modify the outputs. Okay, that is how your machine learning comes. If you want to learn the machine learning stuffs, yeah, this is my channel. Go to youtube.com. Yes, it's Wiki Tiki. So this is my channel. Okay, you can see lots and lots of stuff. Yeah, maybe like you got your Python programming here. What is machine learning? Yes, yeah, machine learning here. If you find time, just watch this data science and machine learning. Maybe like I'll be covering these stuffs for sure in my session now. Maybe by tomorrow or day after tomorrow, I'll try to cover it for you. Don't worry. But still, if you find time, this is my channel where you got lots and lots of technical stuffs. Every week, three videos will be there in my channel. The channel is Wiki Techie. This is my channel. Okay, so like as I told you, like you got the input is coming. I will process it. I'll get the outputs. You got the input. Oh, this is the output. For that, I want to process. I will modify the program. That is how your machine learning comes in the picture. Yes, this is the one. That's it. If you understand this one, the game is over for you people, guys. The game is over. Okay, over here, I got. So the basic traditional programming will be having the algorithm. So I got the implementation of the algorithm. The input parameters are there. I implement the algorithm, you got the result. Whereas over here, machine learning or data science, you'll have the data which is there. On the data, the machine learning algorithm is added to create the model. The input data will be applied in the model to find the results. I will teach you practically this particular stuff to you. Don't worry. You will learn this stuff. Okay, this is how your machine learning and data science world will be. So the data is here. So user logics create the model, and if you got the testing parameters, test it with the model, you got the outputs. This is how the world starts. And I hope you enjoy this session. Like I think it's time for me to say goodbye. Thanks for watching this program today. So hope you enjoyed, and I took a lot of time. Sorry for that. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the session. If you got any feedbacks, you can send an email to me so that I can put a lot of things for you. Please give list of software that we have to download. What is that? Like, see, data science. This is the one I told you, Srinivas. Yeah, so in Jupyter, inundation is must or not? It's must. It's must. And what is the main relation between data science and artificial intelligence? See, data science is for processing. If you add data science with intelligence, it becomes intelligence, automation. Sir, data science plus robotics is artificial intelligence. Simple. No need to do a lot of answer. Very simple. The software which you need to download is very simple. So just download Anaconda Navigator.
Hello, sir.
Anaconda Navigator.
Hello.
Yes.
Sir,
Yes,
yeah,
yes, yes.
it's session is very informative and interesting for all of us, sir. But sir, the presentation you made, that is very nicely. So how you made that one? I would like to know that, right? So any tools that you have been used?
A complete 3ds Max. I've used it. Complete 3ds Max. Complete animation. So we are using 3ds Max for animation.
3x Max for animation. Okay.
Yes.
So, so how much time it's needed, sir, for looking at the presentation? That's yeah.
This
That's
particular
yeah.
session I took almost 160 hours.
Yeah, yes. So that was yeah. The way you presented, that's very nicely. That's better to understand. So we are thinking, why not we go for the our student? How to that? Very nice, sir. This okay. Thank you, sir. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So
Yeah.
so we want a tool name, sir. Again, can you write please in chat box? We
So
can
this is the
have
one,
that.
sir. This is the,
Yeah.
yeah. This is the
Please
one.
that, sir.
I'm not sure. I couldn't type it.
In chat
But
box,
this is
sir.
the one.
Anaconda. No.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Now I can. Please, you send this private. So I couldn't send the message. Somehow I couldn't send the message.
Okay.
Anyway, this is the one. Anaconda download for Windows.
Yeah, Anaconda download for Windows. Okay. Thank you, sir. Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Anyway,
Yeah.
nice talking to everyone, people. Thanks for watching this session. Thank you.